can't believe that after fucking this, I'm going to be going back to AAA for a while. I mean, at least I'll be in the rotation. I'm not bullpen. But I think that's annoying to be back there, but I guess they feel that I'm not ready. We're winning, but great. It's just like when I was in AAA, coming in weird or clutch situations.
Big dog Tony is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game
Yikes.
so far this spring.
My spring training stats have been atrocious. Now I see why I'm going back.
Popped him up. Freeman has room in foul territory.
One way to
Makes
start
the
it off.
play, and there are two gone now. Lane Adams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And they're runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So 1-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Oh,
1-2 pitch.
not getting the slider.
2-2. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7.
Oh, I
And
wanted
lays
it.
off, so it's full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes.
Well, that outcome will happen, where we get it out and we're done. I get to pitch a little bit longer than that.
He'll start us off in the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the
You're still with the Nationals, Murphy. Didn't want to come to the Braves. We were almost in the postseason.
On the ground to third.
I think they'd made it, right? I couldn't remember. Yeah, the Nationals made it to the postseason. That's just my argument. We were almost in the postseason. We were, though. Oh, shit.
Now as he takes over at first base. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Surprised I didn't carry further. Looked like a really good swing, but I guess he didn't get all of it.
Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left.
Oh, and I get that now.
For someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty.
I'm actually surprised it went that far. It didn't even sound that hard.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Miguel Gomez is going to grab a bat.
At least we're winning some of these games that I've been coming into.
The Braves took the lead in the second.
As long as I just have some quality outings, that's all I care about. Just to look good in spring, and maybe they'll change their mind about putting me in the freaking rotation at AAA, but at this point right now, the way I've been pitching, I wouldn't be surprised. Four for 10 against me. Cespedes 2 for 11. Todd Frazier's 1 for 10. Gordo's 2 for 9. I haven't pitched against that. Danny Espinosa's 0 for 2. Kevin Guccini. I don't even know what the fuck how to say that name.
Big dog Tony will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. Kevin Plawecki is going to be asking to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Losing by 1.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Liam Core, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciated.
See him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft.
Oh boy, that is not where the slider should go.
Yeah,
Watch
he
out.
himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either.
Oh, he missed it. Good try. At least he got dirty and attempted.
Nice pick.
That's all I care about.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock
Oh,
that
boy.
down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
And this one's
Completely lost the knuckler there.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now he bounces the knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. The 2-0 on the way.
Can't find the zone, but I'm not really the one to try to challenge Sess for this.
But they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Hit hard to short.
Oh my God. And you nearly hit the guy in the frickin' dugout.
And that'll compound matters even further.
Thank you for that.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brady Goddard.
Who I'm gonna get in spring training.
Doubled in his last at bat with another big hit right here. And he popped him up.
Gonna be guys who have high overalls because of like hitting and certain other things, but their fielding could be kind of atrocious.
The 1-2. Popped him up.
You got it. I'm gonna cover home.
One away. Dominic Smith will get
Dominic
a chance
Smith.
with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. And that misses inside 1-0. Smith, a California-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level.
Well,
Falling for it.
spring training, so a lot of people are in their rookie years.
And there are two away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. Tomas Nido will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as
Is he a
he'll hit
catcher?
with the runner at second and two away.
Is he even real?
Scoring position with two gone. And that finds the target. Nothing in two now.
Hey, two tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to...
Ooh, got it. I like how my guy's like, yes. Well, he did like the golf thing. Like the underarm, like, arm pump. Yes.
You might think
Still
it's just
lost,
another
and
win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way.
we're gonna lose a lot or win depending on how we do in spring training. The announcers don't know that. They're not aware. This is gonna take forever. I feel like spring training is gonna take a really long time because I'm gonna keep having to play through all these games. And I'm gonna keep coming in at such random. So I'm probably gonna just sim the rest of fucking spring training after this. Doesn't matter because either way, I'm probably gonna end up in the freaking minors, like they say that I'm going to be.
Big dog Tony is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Matt Caesar is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Jesus,
Into
what the
the
fuck
windup,
happened?
here comes the 0-1. Hit to third.
Come in, it's 5-0. What am I in my AAA team again?
On to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
I'd love to be in AAA for like one game, and they're like, "Yeah, you're getting promoted."
Victor Robles, he's working on a 1-for-3 thus far, and that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, I'm shocked he was able to get a knock on that. When it's down that low, you don't know if that's darting in, out, up, down.
Boy, that's so frustrating as a pitcher. Listen, when you're bread and
So
butter,
frustrating.
you
It's like I don't really care. I'm gonna be simming the rest of this spring training because I just don't care.
And it still gets hit for a base hit. That has to make you think a little bit about.
Oh, come on! You need a little bit better range than that.
And Castro's got himself a base hit, and they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy.
So frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there.
That's not where that sinker should go. There was no sink to it whatsoever.
Pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it
Cover
looks like.
behind home here.
Catch made.
Dude's fast enough. He's gonna make it. It's not a big deal.
Throw home by
Nice try though. Good
First
attempt.
time, and the run's in to score. Johnny Gardner will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner
Up there.
popped him up.
Like I see a cloud.
Baldwin will put this one away, and his side is retired.
All right.
Jose Ramirez enters from the pen.
All right. I'm simming the rest of spring training. This is gonna take forever of me having to keep coming in, do these relief outings like this. If it was the main, season, I don't care. But spring training, all this just gets wiped. can see how I'm doing in spring training. It's not terrible for what I've done. Oh, am I still in majors? They didn't actually put me in the AAA rotation? Surprised. Yay, I'm still majors. Don't know why I checked that line, but yay. They had planned me to be in the AAA, but it looks like I'm not starting, though. I just get to be in the freaking bullpen again. Oh, fuck me. This bullpen shit. Hey, it's the first time I've ever gone against the Cardinals. I never went against them last season. We losing? Oh, okay. Yeah, 4-0. Got it. Makes sense.
Big dog Tony is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his
I don't know
first
why it says that
appearance
for
this season.
last year, unless that's my last year is like when I relief pitched, because I didn't play just 17. I wasn't 6-0. Last year's stats were completely different.
Stepping
Little
in
odd.
and ready for another shot, Jose
I
Martinez.
mean, the only time I did relief was in AAA.
And a knuckleball that misses at the shoe tops. A ball and a strike.
Just hate being in the bullpen because I feel like I don't train as much.
The 1-1 home. And this is hit hard to the right side.
And yay, I'm still in the majors at least.
Talk about having to hit two different speeds. How about you got to slow your swing down to hit the knuckler? Then you
Not where
have
that
to
should
speed
go.
it up because now the express, the fastball's on the way.
Oh man, that was a decent slider. Just he got good piece of it.
2 for 3 in this one. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready on 0-2. Fouled away.
I'm gonna keep it low, see if he hit into the ground.
Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Oh Jesus!
Offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Hey, your pitch right now.
The 2-2 one more time.
There you go.
God, and missed. He
Throw a
got
bunch of low,
strikes.
throw a high fastball.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Just can't believe it. You had a starting pitcher who did, you know, it was not great, but was still pretty decent, and then had a really good batting line last year. I still hit over 300.
Now, Yadier Molina.
And that took a lot of work.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And
Go.
an underhanded throw is in time for out. Striding in once again, Luke Weaver getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with.
Well, at least my last game of that season, I had a huge offensive push.
There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
It's not how I wanted that slider to go.
There with a 1-2 count.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
Now the pitch. Swing and a little tap.
Damn it.
That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Tapped out in front of home. And there's one away.
Just hustle. Get off that mound.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Whit Merrifield. And this one's nowhere close.
It's like really selfish if I'm sitting there like, man, I hope someone in the starting lineup gets injured so I can fucking go back. I just hope, because now there's no promotion. I can't go any higher than majors, so it's like at least that's how I got out of being bullpen relief in AAA, was get promoted. Now I can't go any higher. I'd rather have been a AAA starter than a damn relief pitcher, because it's going to take forever.
Bases are empty, one man out. Still a ball and two
And
strikes.
they're going to make me throw a shit ton of pitches.
The 1-2 is a slider.
I don't
taken
have
for a
any
ball.
slider.
After
Jesus.
multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
3-2, full count. High and deep down the left field line.
God damn it.
And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making.
There, good. Get a hit. Go on to the next guy.
Finds some outfield
Jesus.
grass, it's a base hit.
Couldn't put him away.
This guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single.
Damn
3
it.
for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Tommy Pham tried to hold back, but this is popped.
Hey, I'll
down.
take it. That's an easy out.
2 gone. Ready once again, Nolan Arenado. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. No balls and a strike to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. A shot down the first baseline. Swinging a ball.
That was just
hard down the
nothing
line
but
and left.
all over the plate. When I hit early, I knew it was fucked.
Third of the game. Merrifield is on his way home. And a relay
Good
to the
try,
plate.
but
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
not good enough.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Oh my God, just all past the third baseman.
And that is a fair ball as this one
This happened, I think, last season in my game, or last year's 2019 or whatever the fuck when I was in. When I came up to the majors, I was like sucking for a while, and then it was like, oh, got to a groove.
Ready for
And
another
then kind of
chance.
just was all back and forth.
Martinez trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the
I always had a tough time getting out, so when we get the second out.
AJ Pollock will grab a bat and hit.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season.
1 strikeout, 4 hits, 2 runs. Not great. Yikes. Pull up that. We're going to be in for a really, really long season.
Big dog Tony gets the call from the pen to
Not
take
great.
over on the mound and start the home 7. Breivik Valera is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. In there.
See if we can get it under control.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
And that's the first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Jesus.
Down low, and
All my timing is just
here,
gone.
3-0. Brings the knuckleball.
Understandable to
Does
take
the
it.
Job 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
Glad he got the hit in the ground. I don't even know why I went slider on 3 and 2. I don't trust that pitch. I don't trust it that much. I don't trust myself at all.
Now with the play, Colton Wong. And he had that big 3-run bases clearing double in his last trip to the plate. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Ooh, man.
The 2-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Defoe is up with it. And a close play
Oh,
first,
at least
but
we
he's
got
pulled
through it.
out
But
of
man,
the
not a
side.
lot of favorable calls on our side.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw to
God, that
first
wasn't a
is in
strong
time.
throw. I was worried.
Digging in to try it again, Paul DeYoung. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I do like, though, that there are some teams I do really good against. Some teams that I'm about 50-50. It depends on how I am out there. And then there are teams that have kind of beaten the shit out of me, at least the one times I faced them. Milwaukee, just no shit's given to me.
Squared that one up just
They're like, welcome to the big leagues. Kick his ass.
The 1-2. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's into the outfield.
Oh my
for a
God.
one-out base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach
Fucking
second
like
now
missed
with
it on the hop.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball to
There,
third.
that's where we want, so he can't advance.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. The next to bat for St. Louis, Harrison Bader, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first.
Freeman's got this.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Matt Duffy will get the call.
Matt Duffy.
Hit for the pitcher.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get.
Oh, well, hey, I'm fine with just giving up a hit. You know, like I said, I'm just hoping for quality outings at this point now. We're in a plane again. Oh, watch out for... Ugh. It doesn't look good when it's like, watch out for this rising star today's game that's a pitcher who has a 13.50 ERA within the 4 innings he's pitched. 9 hits and 2 strikeouts. Was he the starting pitcher for them? They got Anthony Rendon on their team? Fuck. I mean, I got him 1 for 6. I'm doing okay. 2 for 11 against Cespedes. 1 for 12 against Rosario. I love looking at these lines. 1-6 against Rodon. 2-11. So far, Bruce has taken me deep, and possibly someone else.
Men here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Not doing so hot, but I mean, I pitched okay against Anthony.
Leading off for the Mets here in the 4th.
Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. Tony,
Where you're stuck with me.
right-hander standing 6
Mets are
foot
stuck
3.
seeing me
He
more
was a
often because
25th
they're the
round
Braves
pick
thing.
during the first-year player
You know.
draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
I've been trying. I haven't made anything crazy exceptional, but I've been somewhat alright to fill a role.
Next for the Mets, Eric
But the
Thames.
Mets are stuck seeing me for like, what was it, 6 years, 4 years, something like that? It was like 6 years I have to be before I'm fucking eligible.
A great case of a manager.
Sucks that we have to
sticking
wait
up
that
his
long.
pitch right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Thames behind 1 and 2.
Don't hit him.
And
I was
slider
worried about
hit
throwing a
towards the
slider
edge
in.
off it for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there.
He's like, yeah, that was good. Knuckleball in the dirt, got me.
Swinging strike 3. Eric Thames.
I wish it would show me on the top, like up by the strikes and all that. like your stat line against them. Be like, oh, you were 1 for whatever, like what I was just reading, so I can kind of see how I've been against each player.
High pop up.
I'll cover first, you catch it.
And that ends the inning.
I don't know why I'm so terrified of catching the ball. Jay Bruce.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a knuckleball that finds the highest part of the zone. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. Swing and a miss.
Bounce. Got him. I'll take it. What Bruce has done to me in the past, I'll take it.
Retired, and there's one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up, and a great athletic.
Mets fans
play
have to
get
see
it.
my face or click constantly for a couple of years as long as I stay in the majors.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Unless I finally get traded, but I have no redeeming qualities to ever get me traded, so I'm kind of stuck here.
To the plate for ball 1. And there's
At
that
least I'm
seam
facing
forward
teams I'm
and
somewhat
Bruce
familiar.
begins
I know a lot more about the
outside
NL,
here
like
at the field.
certain
Those
players,
are
as I've
Mets
shown
fans,
with the
and
Mets
they're
and
not
certain
shy.
players on the
The
Braves.
throw will be
but-
in time to first.
Not quite familiar with everybody's.
Matt Duffy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher.
Hey, we
And
won.
you're leading by 6 runs. You can't let
I didn't
that
get the
slip
win,
away.
but our team won, and I'm happy for that. If I'm gonna not be selfish, if I'm gonna be selfish, I'll be like, well, shit, I didn't get a win. My stat line's important. Wish there was a talk to manager, argue about things. I think they did that in the old MLB games. There was like, you know, you could talk to your manager and be like upset about stuff.
Keep looking for improvement.
Against the Marlins. 1 for 4 against Pena, 1 for 5 against Alexi Ramirez, 2 for 6 against Castro with a walk, 7 against Ryan Anderson. He got a home run against me, home run against JT, 0. I never faced that guy, never faced him. Alright. But, I feel like I remember in like the PlayStation 2 versions at least that I played, you used to be able to talk to them, and then like if you were like, I want to be like changed in the lineup because like I always played as a fielder way back when, because I didn't do a lot of pitching yet. I remember they'd be like, don't, like they would, they'd get upset if you got like, if you kept like demanding or try to demand shit, and they'd like bench you for like a game or two sometimes. Like they would actually do shit like that. Now you don't get to talk and be like, look, coach, I think I deserve at least this. Like give me like one shot in starter role, see if I do good.
Swung
got him.
on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Delgadio is retired, and there's
Besides
one
those
away.
few, oh my god, that mustache. But besides the little struggle in the beginning of spring training, our stats were pretty good for spring training. That's maybe why we're in the majors still.
Left side.
That mustache got me. I couldn't
Into left
couldn't
field
handle it.
for a one-out hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years. One of the best switch
Chipper
hitters
Jones
of
didn't have a
all time.
mustache like
Work
that
on
as
his
far as I
craft
remember.
under the tunnel.
Dude's
It's not
fucking
easy to
fast.
Put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the
I don't
whole
even think a pitch out's gonna get
0-1
this
the
guy.
count. It was a walk in his last trip. And a pitch out, nothing doing though.
Ground ball isn't really gonna do me much either with this guy.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes
He
now.
didn't want to swing it.
Jensen, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning.
Ooh,
Knuckleball
got it right on the inside.
It's a called strike
He's like,
3
what the
for
fuck
outfielder
even
Steve.
happened with that pitch?
Ready once again, Greg McDonough. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks
Now
at
that the pitch is up, I don't have to quite worry about that guy as long as the pitcher doesn't get a hit.
0-1, here it comes. To short.
I thought he got a hit.
Throw on to second for the force.
Take it.
And the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Bryce Pena. He singled his last time up. skied into
Oh,
straightaway
he's
right.
flying out this
Kepler's
time.
on
Up.
the move. He
Oh,
gets
nope.
two
The
in,
fucking guy
and,
dropped
he
it.
botched it.
God damn it. It's like I'm in minor leagues.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Striding in once again, Alexi Rivera been a strikeout victim
Oh,
twice in this one.
damn it.
Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0.
I wanted the corner with the fastball. I really did.
And it's 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Yeah.
Knuckleball
Especially with
taken
me. I don't have
inside
strong,
for a strike.
overpowering stuff.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here.
I was trying, but I got way too much of the plate. I actually tapped R1. Sensitive. I fucking dove.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Now batting. Second base.
Swung on and
Wow.
in the air again,
Wasted
deep down
no
the
time.
line, but it bends
Jesus.
just foul
All right.
into the second deck.
They didn't call it.
Now a swing and
He's
a
doing it
deep
again, though.
to left.
Oh, this time he's got the call. Oh, man. I might as well have been 3 home runs almost give it up right there.
But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Marlon's waking up against me.
1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And
Oh, there we go.
3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
I think the umpire feels a little bad. I practically gave up like 3 homers almost. Back to back, and then one that was really close, borderline, and then he made sure it wasn't borderline that time.
Him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. 3 runs already home here.
And what do you do when a knuckleball pitcher doesn't have his knuckleball stuff? You know, it turns into a shit show. And I've seen it happen to a lot of knuckleball pitchers. At least R.A. Dickey I've seen it happen to with him, where it's like if he doesn't have his knuckleball, it just turned into a fucking shit show.
As the switch hitter will take
You know,
his
you try to
cuts
throw at other
left
things,
and in
doesn't
here.
work very well.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that
Jesus.
pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. They
Really
did
want my
that.
knuckleball to go down more, not stay up like that.
Is over to his left
Didn't
as
help,
he
though,
snags this
that,
one for the
you know,
first out of the inning.
my knuckleball just kind of loses control, stayed down the middle for that guy, crushed the home run. I think it was Castro.
His last time through. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1.
Then I had that slider in that just caught way too much of the plate.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he
Ooh.
pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Oh, he didn't want that? Come on, it was a good slider.
2 strikes.
Rarely
I
get to
like
throw
that
a
they
good
went away
slider.
with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call
Gotten that call before, not getting it this time.
He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Pulled high
I didn't
in
really
the
want to
air
throw
out
the
to
slider,
left field.
but I did it.
Waits on it. 2 down. Digging in to try it again.
Fucking hit this guy in the head.
And an opportunity opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Peter,
Right, get me out of here.
6-0, the final shutout score today.
Glad I didn't get the loss, even though I probably should have. I mean, if we would have scored and still lost, possibly. I mean, I didn't really help with those 2 runs. Not great. Not great.